Hey everyone, it's me, Asenva here, and I have a special guest with me today. Woo! It's Rockin! Say hi, Rockin.
Hello.
She is also one of the people that is in my BJD group for ACDC, and why don't you tell us how many dolls you have?
I have 4 dolls, technically 5, but that one's shared, and I do not have her right now.
Yes, and they're gorgeous. Actually, if you look a couple videos back, I have some video footage of her dolls when she had me doll sit, and they're awesome dolls. But anyway, today we are here to do a special video for our friend Tessa, or dezwartepaard. I'm sorry I can't say your name, but I do know your name is Tessa. And she asked us to do a video on basic BJD care. So I thought of 4 main awesome things for us to talk about. So number 1 in basic BJD care, I would definitely say would be cleaning. You need to have the right materials. Would you like to show them what this is?
This is a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Just the simple kind without the Febreze stuff on it. It's like a little spongy thing. You really only need like a little piece. But basically you use it to clean off anything on their face or on their body, or like any kind of dirt that they might have. You can use it in face-ups too.
Very, very handy. And they're extremely cheap too. I think it was like $2-3 for a box or something. And this is like the same box I bought when I first jumped into this hobby, and I still have a whole one that I haven't used. Beaded erasers. I don't have a bigger one because I don't know how to. I just have this small one that I've been using for everything. But you can find that like in an art store. Really.
Yeah, like craft stores, like
79 cents or something.
Yeah, I think I got like a pack and it came with 2 of them.
Yeah, they're really cheap, but they're good for like scuff marks and things like that. Mainly if you're on the go. I don't carry one. I should carry one, but like, yeah, if you're on the go somewhere and like something gets scuffed on your face, you just go and it comes right off. Most of the times.
Yeah,
most of the time. Our next important cleaning tool that you would need is some type of thing to clean off the resin with. Kind of mixed about using polish remover. If you do,
usually it's not advised for you to use nail polish remover, but you can use the one that's non-acetone, and you have to make sure it does say non-acetone. And even when you use that, you might want to soak your doll after you use it on them in water for a little while, just to make sure that it doesn't warp the resin or anything like that. And I've used it on my dolls and it hasn't done anything to them. So.
Also the color, make sure it doesn't have any color in it. Like, because there's some, this purple one doesn't have any color tint to it, but there's some that have like a colored tint, and I wouldn't recommend using those if they have a color tint to it. But an alternative that I use for my dolls is the Winsor & Newton brush cleaner. It is more expensive than buying like nail polish remover, but a little bit does go a long way, and it does clean it. I like how it cleans it, and I use it for face-ups and then like whatever scuff marks or anything else that I find, and I just put a little bit on the back and it just goes a long way. So I would say one of the two. You could use those with these guys, but not this one, because this one's not non-acetone. This is the one I had in my house, but like a non-acetone or a brush cleaner would work really well. You're going to want something to seal anything that you've cleaned. So let's say that you've cleaned it with Magic Eraser and it's like squeaky clean. You could go ahead and do a coat of MSC, which is Mr. Super Clear. And you can buy this off of Junkie Spot and then some other places. There's some other ones that you can use too. Do you know what the names of those?
I know one of them is like Winsor & Newton brand, but I'm not sure exactly.
And then there's a Volks one too. I can't think of what it is, but I think it's like $12 a can. I think I bought mine for, I think it was like $12. I don't know what it was, but it's on Junkie Spot. Yeah, but you have to catch it like right when they throw them out because they go really, really quick. And you can buy it in sets of 3. You can buy a single can. So
yeah, you can also find them on Lutz.
Ooh, that's right, Lutz.
Please wear a mask when you use MSC.
Yes. So, important fact number 2 about MSC is that usually there's a certain distance, and the funny thing is that all the directions are in Japanese, so you really can't read it, so you have to go on what other people say. But basically, you're supposed to use it in a ventilated area and you're supposed to wear a nice little mask. Use a nice little mask like this so you don't breathe in the fumes, and you want to do it at a nice distance.
Here's another fascinating bit that actually I got from D-Book. She says use a toothbrush to brush your doll's hair.
I should have brought my toothbrush! Yes! Toothbrushes work really well. I have a toothbrush for my dolls and I use it to brush their hair. So other basic care tip would be stringing your dolls. It kind of, I would say it varies on how frequent you would need to string it. I would say probably it depends on how often you're like playing with your dolls, because sometimes they get really, really flopsy. Because what's holding them together is just elastic. So I mean, the elastic is not going to keep its elasticity forever. So you need to change the strings out eventually. And you'll kind of know when that time is when you can't pose them anymore. They're just like
they start flopping over and you don't want to do anything.
Yeah, and so that's when you're kind of like, oh, I should restring. So important tip tool number 1 would definitely be having proper tools. I use needle nose, like jewelry pliers, to take off the S-ring, to take off their heads. What do you use? Do you use anything else?
Really, here's what I use. I don't even use needle nose pliers or
anything.
I use this string that looks like this, that's on the end of my camera.
That works too.
Just you hook it on the S hook if they have one, and just pull it up.
Another important tool for restringing dolls would be having the proper elastic. I went on Mint on Card to buy some elastic, and it's a standard SD elastic. And when I got it in the mail, I got this, and this is so incredibly thick. Like, it's so thick. This would not work, and I wouldn't even dare trying to put it in him because it would probably mess him up or do something really awkward to him.
This looks like something you'd use to go camping or something.
I would almost say, I guess you probably should just get elastic from your company.
Probably. And I know Lutz will sell them, and they do separate them from size to size. And as far as I know, Lutz is pretty good about not doing this.
Yeah, sorry, not to like bash on like Mint on Card, but I was just like, no, I can't use this. It was cheap though, so it wasn't that bad, so it was like $1 or something, so. But yeah, proper elastic is essential.
You can do your research too. If you have access to Den of Angels, I would say go there. Or ask anyone else online that has a doll. They could probably help you too. Yep.